everyone, it's Jill, and it is What Is It Wednesday. This is where I give you some hints about a kitchen tool and a food item, and then you get to guess. Are you ready for today? Okay, our first thing is our kitchen tool. How can I best describe this one? Well, number one, it has a handle. That's your first thing. It has some blades, but they're not that sharp. Does that make sense? Third hint is it is not a knife. Fourth hint is you would use this to blend. Next hint is many people use this to mash potatoes or sweet potatoes. And another hint is many people use this to cut up cold butter to make biscuits or pie crust. Have you guessed it? You are right. It is called a pastry blender. It's got these little slots. They're not sharp. But what it does is when you bring this down into a bowl with cold butter, or some people use it with shortening, it makes it into small little pieces so that when the butter and the shortening bakes inside baked goods, it expands and every bite has a little bit of morsel of that butter, and it's really, really delicious. It's best to use it with cold butter. Now, I use this to mash my sweet potatoes when I'm making sweet potato baked items or mashed potatoes, and what it does is it mashes it so it's a little bit easier to work with. So this is a great, great tool. All right, your next hint is your food item. You ready? This is something people love to bake with. This is something you would never want to eat just by itself. No. This food item is very dark brown. This item is used for anything that you might need chocolate in. Have you guessed? This item is made with one ingredient, and it's a cocoa bean. A cocoa bean. Are you ready to see what it is? So it is cocoa. And this is not the cocoa that you use to make hot chocolate and just add milk. It actually would use, this is unsweetened cocoa, which is the best way to use it. And then if you were making hot cocoa, you would use milk and some sugar. But unsweetened 100% Keiko or cocoa is used to make all kinds of chocolate treats. It's so decadent, and actually it's good for you, not with all the sugar, but with the cocoa bean, it's actually really good for you. So you can use this for all kinds of baked goods and lots of other things to make. And that's what it is, cocoa and your pastry blender. All right, we will see you next week for What Is It Wednesday.